Coach Matt Zedaker Show brought to you by Community Funeral Home here in Sylacauga, serving the Childersburg area as well. Coach, an off week last week, and boy, it was well needed, wasn't it? Good morning.
Yeah, we needed it. Good morning, Jimmy Dale. Yeah. Good time for an off week. Got a lot of people healed up, mind, body, and soul.
So what do you try to do in an off week? How do you attack an off week?
Yeah, so you go back to a lot of fundamentals. Go back to a lot of fundamentals. Kind of you lighten up a little bit. We try to have some fun with the guys. Lighten the mood up a little bit because it's not so intense to get a game plan in for a week. We do some simple things like we let our fat boys, we let our linemen be skill guys, and our skill guys be linemen and flip up.
Well, they're superstars, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's pretty funny to watch. And then, but we also took advantage of the extra week to get ready for Beulah. So we were able to get the game plan in, practice it for 3 days. We went about 3 days last week. And then, and so this week it wasn't such a rush. We kind of knew what was going on. We kind of finished the off week. We started a junior Tiger football club with all our elementary schools. We've got 2 elementary schools in Childersburg, and kids were able to join. And each player is assigned to a certain young man or young lady, and they write letters to them. We opened car doors, and then they all came in Thursday, and we did a little camp with them.
Good.
That was fun, man. It was fun to see our big kids be kids again, just kind of relax and take the rigors of the football season. It was good for our coaching staff, too. So we kind of finished the week with that, gave Friday off, and then went back to work this week.
A good remedy for the woes that has fallen on Childersburg this year would be a big win over Beulah tonight. It's going to be a tough opportunity. It'll be a good opportunity against a pretty decent team. They beat BB Comer last week.
Yeah, they did, and listen, probably was their best game they've played all year. I know that coach had a lot hurt, and I think they got them all back last week, and
just in time for y'all.
Just
right?
in time, if I didn't have any luck, bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. But it's gonna be a good battle. They're a very fast team. I think we have a size advantage over them. Their weights and stuff. I think Coach told me so. There's not a big kid on campus. And so we're going to try to use our size advantage with our big boys up front. But it's a challenge. They're playing well. They got a good quarterback, a good running back. They got a defense that's attacking, sends a lot of pressure off the edges, that are fast, tackle well. But they got to make that trip down to us, and they got to play us. And we've had 2 weeks to get ready for them. So
and it's homecoming.
It's homecoming, and a lot of coaches say they hate homecoming. There's too many distractions. Man, I like it. I think it's part of high school football. I think it's why you play the game. It's a great experience for our kids. We had a tremendous parade last night. The community of Childersburg came out, lined the streets. Had 51 floats in it.
Wow.
And then ended up at old John Cox Stadium and had a community pep rally, and the band, the cheerleaders, and the football team, and our homecoming candidates all the way from kindergarten to 12th grade were out there. And just a good atmosphere, a good thing for our kids to see. Say, hey, man, even though we're not having the year we want, there's a lot of people out here that still are supporting you, man. Let's go put a good product on the field for them. If we get that kind of crowd out there tonight, we've had really 2 good weeks of practice, probably our 2 best weeks of practice. And so maybe the stars will align right tonight, and the boys will go out and they'll play hard. And so I like our chances tonight.
The homecoming parade that you mentioned in the bonfire, that's a good recruiting tool as well. You got younger kids coming in, and who knows, they may be playing in a year or 2.
That's right, absolutely, and we got a good young bunch coming. I went and watched those young guys down in our junior league football league last week, and man, there's a good crop of kids coming. We're excited about the future.
Now, before we go this morning, kick, by the way, is at 7 o'clock tonight, John Cox Stadium. Pregame at 6:30 with the homecoming court and that kind of stuff. And so we want you to be a part of that tonight. But a question I want to ask you this morning, it's been a challenging year, and Childersburg had some challenging times the last few years. So the question is, how do you teach kids how to win?
You just got to keep doing the right things all the time. Can't cut corners. You can't bend your rules. If you got to make sure that what we're doing is the right way every time. And you got to win some games. You teach them how to win by you got to have a payoff of, hey, if we do all these things the right way, eventually it's going to pay off. When that payoff is, we're not sure. Here's the thing: as a coaching staff, as a head coach, we got to give them all the tools, all the drills, all the game plans, everything to help them be as successful as they can be. But at the end of the day, at 7 o'clock when that ball kicks, they got to go do it, you know. And so we can't play for them. My job is to give them every opportunity to be able to play well. But you know, at some point it's got to click, and they got to play for each other. And so, you know, just keep doing the right things all the time.
This will be a good way to start tonight. Kickoff 7 o'clock against Beulah in Childersburg, Alabama at John Cox Stadium. Coach, good luck tonight. Homecoming. Let's get that first W.
That's the plan. Thanks,
All
Jim
right.
Day.
More
Go
day break
Tigers.
coming up right after this.